Hey folks, so you can see in the video there, got the 7310 here tore down. Like I said in my little short, had some issues feeling like there's some losing power and whatnot from the grunt when I first started it after porting, and yeah, got it broke down, found the issue. Not where not where I thought I would have expected to find the problem significantly. And people can tell me if I am misunderstanding this, but the issue is you're going to see the scoring, especially if you didn't deburr everything, pretty easily on the piston right away, and the rings. Here's the old rings and piston, and I can tell you right now, you can feel around on this thing. You're not really finding anything on the rings that have any indication there was a problem. But, on the piston itself, let's see if I can get some good light here on it and whatnot. Here's the exhaust side. The other intake side looks pretty decent. Not really a problem there. But here, take a look. You can definitely see there's some wear marks showing up and down. And more specifically right there on that, kind of right in between the two rings, there's a little bit bigger gouge looking. But as you do that and kind of feel, it's not like major gouging at all, like nothing you would think that's significant, just enough to feel a little bit of that, but really still for the most part smooth out. And again, on the intake side, you can see some of that wear, but there's nothing on it really for scoring, just normal wear look. And again, I'd say this side looked more like just normal wear look, wear and tear. So this is how I went with it originally, was too. After I did all the port work and everything, had it all put together, had the spark plug out, just was pulling it, making sure it feels smooth, nothing hangs up, just a nice smooth pull up and down. Did that several times just to make sure if I could feel anything each time, trying to go slower and just see if there's anything that I could feel. Didn't feel anything. So at that point, I was feeling really good. Like, all right, threw the spark plug in, gave her a rip, started up, didn't hear anything funny from that either. So I was like, all right, sounds good. Do a little test cut, do some test cutting, everything looked good. Ran through a little bit, about half tank or so, somewhere around there, and then decided at that point, okay, let's take the exhaust off, take the carburetor side off, and just look in and see if, again, onto the piston, if we see anything that looks like it would be an indicator we got a problem, for any of the port work I did. Again, this really didn't show anything or indicate to me at that time anything that was to be a problem. So just kept going, kept working, using it then from there on, and it was maybe like second full tank. After the second full tank, maybe I'm probably on the third tank, somewhere around there. Just all of a sudden felt it as I was in the cut. Like all of a sudden I just felt it go from full bore in the middle of the cut to all of a sudden, like the RPMs just dropped a little bit. Like you just felt it in the cut a little. Wasn't sure if it was just my imagination. Like, oh, well, it's just bogging out because it's getting the heart of the widest part of the wood. Maybe that's what it is. Again, because this is nothing fancy of a port. It's not super hot by any means. This is just a simple woods porting level work that I did on the cylinder to increase a little bit. That was again through kind of a video I watched with Mitch Weber, MWeeba1, YouTube handle. There's a whole video on it when I talk about what they did, and you can just go to his video to see the port level, and you can tell it's nothing fancy, nothing, or I should say spicy. And so didn't really think like, okay, well, yeah, it's just definitely something there. Maybe it was just, things are still trying to settle in too yet, because, I'm only on the third tank. Maybe everything's not reseating completely yet. And I was just like, kept working it, but it just stayed kind of here after about, I'm a good 7 tanks in or so, past that, probably more. And it kind of just was like, I just kind of want to tear it apart because I think it's not responding the same. It's not there. It never, no bounce back or anything. It just stayed that whoa, and if anything, kind of felt like it was just being sluggish more. So that's what's going on. So that's why I tore it apart. Again, showed you the piston there. Nothing significant to say, wow, that's the problem. But now let's look at the old piston, see if I can get some light in there for you guys to see it. I mean, this is just amazing to see what I see in here and think this piston doesn't indicate it. Just truly does not. So we'll get in here. Let's see, get you guys to see here and get some light here, hopefully. Seeing some light in there. You know, not really being able to see great, but not significant wear. You could see, you know, right at the end, that's not really anything new or unusual there. Nothing there with those ports, the transfers, excuse me, there. Just good wear and tear. You can see it up and down. Nothing drastic. I put my finger in here. Not really problems that I can feel. But as I flip it over, we look into this exhaust side. Again, kind of see the same thing. There's some wear up and down. Again, this is a cylinder I've been running it for this is a good 3 years now. So, I mean, you would expect to see wear. But if you can see that right up in there, just enough, you can see some more significant scoring above the exhaust there, between the top and the exhaust. And you take your finger and you run it up there, boy, she's just gouged bad. You can just feel it. It's bad. And so right there, that's what it is right in there. And that's where the cause was. And so now, you know, back to a new cylinder, got a new piston on already. But back to kind of square one. Hurts a little bit. One, financially, because brand new cylinder, piston, rings. It's not necessarily cheap there, especially for Echoes. You know, there's not really any off-brand stuff you can go here with the 7310. You know, it's a 51 diameter piston and stuff. Not really anything out there except getting OEM and whatnot. So that side, you know, definitely hurts, but that happens. The other side was just thinking, man, I did a great job. You know, first try, no biggie. You know, things went great. Only to now have to step back and be like, oh, yeah, not as good as I thought I did on the first go. And some things to definitely take back, look at, and think about for gauging wear and tear after doing port work. For me, I guess after this go around here with this new cylinder is going to be okay, get it running, doing the same thing I did before, but after the full tank, running it really good, will be also like, okay, I'm gonna take cylinder completely back off and look around, feel around. What do I see? Is there anything starting to stick out that indicates to me, you know, yeah, we got something there to kind of clean off again and just see before it gets to the point of this old cylinder where we're going to have issues. We're going to have the loss of power, which negates the whole port work to begin with. So again, this isn't going to be anything spicy. This is just a good wood port work that I was doing on it, just to kind of get it to be a good grunt saw for a little bit more than novice work. You know, I've got videos on there cutting, you know, larger aspens, cutting, you know, good 18 to 20 inch aspens there, black ash that are up there at 20 inches, big pines and stuff like that too. So Kind of doing that just to kind of, you know, get that little bit more extra grunt to make sure get everything to carry. So with that, you know, tear it down there after one good full tank, see. And again, if everything's looking good, I'm gonna put it back together, run another tank probably is what I'm gonna do. Do the same thing, tear it back off just to see. It seems like a lot of extra work. Should probably know again, you know, you'd think after the full tank, if I tear it down and feel it, that I should be. You guys want to comment? If you guys got experience on that, let me know and say like, yeah, you'd be fine after one tank and feel around, especially there, and any little polishing work, you should be good to go. Interested in your thoughts there. But again, you know, I'll end it here with a video. I was shocked to see that the significant wear and tear happened inside the cylinder and really minimal showing on the piston and the rings. You would have just shocked to me. If you guys experienced that before or anything, you know, let me know. I'd be curious to hear if that's what you guys have had before, but as an experience. But it seems like a lot of videos talk about, you know, you should see it on that piston pretty easy, unlike this scenario. So for me, I just feel like that's the lesson learned, and be a little bit more diligent in cleaning up any burrs there. And yeah, hopefully this kind of is a little educational for folks. Otherwise, you know, or just a video to watch, I guess, on my struggle up here. And yeah, we'll be slowly putting her back together once I kind of work on it and whatnot. And frankly, I'm not doing videos of me doing the port working. If you see specialists, there's a lot of other good people on YouTube to watch that type of stuff. That's not really what my type of stuff is going to be on here. Obviously, it's more of kind of showing more of the cutting, slabbing, all that type of work. Could also really do more videos on showing you what I've done so far around the house and stuff of projects to clean the woods up and all that stuff too. If you're interested in that stuff, you know, you can drop a comment saying, yeah, you'd like to see that, you know. All the, here we got to insect a spruce bugworm that really affects balsam and spruce trees, and that's why I spent a lot of time for the last 5 years cleaning up around here. And so walk through that and what I've done to remap that and whatnot, planting and all that type of stuff. So kind of trying to manage the woods. So can walk through why I was thinking that for that values and all that stuff too. So drop a note if you'd like to see some of that too. I have no problem talking through that and what my thoughts are there too, if you're interested in that stuff. But otherwise, wrap this video up with saying, you know, lessons learned, and hope you guys have a good day.